Namaste. To sail through this COVID-19 pandemic safely, we need to be healthy and strong. Strong mentally, physically, clinically, and very strong immunity-wise. Good immunity is the base to fight the infections like this corona infection. I am Dr. Manisha Bandishti. Today, in this video and in 5 subsequent videos, we are going to explore 5 important pillars of immunity, scientific approach, and practical tips to strengthen those pillars. Today, in this video, I shall walk you through the basics of immunity and few factors which affect our immunity. As we all know, our body is under constant attack from external pathogens. Pathogens are bacteria, viruses. There are 3 types of immunity. The first and often smallest of which is passive immunity. Generally, this immunity comes from outside and is temporary. For example, mother's milk contains antibodies to some diseases. They lose their effectiveness over time. The next type is innate immunity. As the name suggests, we all are born with this immunity. It consists of barriers like skin, mucous membrane, along with cells and chemicals that fight off germs in general. The third type is the most interesting, acquired immunity. This is the immunity that we gain throughout our lives by fighting and winning against diseases. We learn from getting infected by them and we are better prepared the next time. As you may have realized, passive immunity is not something that we can develop or nurture. So let's focus on the other two. Your innate immunity, first line of defense is your skin and your mucous membrane. They stop germs from entering inside your body, forming a sort of shield. But if germs are able to get inside still, the next part of immune system is triggered. This part of the system is shared by your innate and acquired immune systems. They are the proteins, certain cells like white blood cells, and chemical bonds between them. The chemicals that actively attack and fight against invading germs. Given the importance of this system in our body, it is important that we take care of this system. To do so, we must stimulate, protect, and nourish it. How exactly we do that? Through these pillars. If we can strengthen these pillars, we can strengthen our immunity. How? That we'll explain in following videos. Subscribe and press that bell icon so that whenever I upload the next video, you'll get notification. Now let's see a few factors affecting immunity. Aging. As we age, immunity goes down. So we need to work on slow aging. How? Subsequent videos. Few risk factors like blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, certain medical treatments like chemotherapy. Few people are on immunosuppressants. Immunity goes down in this case. And of course, bad lifestyle habits like addictions or then bad dietary habits, no exercise, wrong sleeping pattern. Everything affects immunity in negative manner. Very important is these risk factors. Uncontrolled blood pressure, diabetes, obesity. These people are more susceptible to complications of COVID-19. And we have seen this. What happens in case of blood pressure, chronic blood pressure, if someone is having chronic blood pressure and that too uncontrolled blood pressure, then his cardiovascular system is weak and cannot handle the infections like COVID-19. Same is the case with diabetes, weak immune system, and viruses thrive in high sugar environment. So progression of disease is very easy. We need to control our sugar by medicines, lifestyle change as early as possible. Same is the case with obesity. Obesity is an inflammatory disease. And when it comes to COVID infection, more inflammation. Altogether, so much inflammation can lead to complications. Also, cardiorespiratory system is compromised in case of obesity. And third, and very important, there are certain receptors on the cells, human cells, called ACE2 receptors, which are the entry points for these viruses. And these ACE2 receptors are more on adipose tissue, more fat cells, more ACE2 receptors, more is the person susceptible for complications. Just now explain this to you. Now, de-addiction, if a person is chronic smoker, then lung is already compromised and cannot withstand the infections like COVID-19, and it leads to complications. So as early as possible, we need to take a step towards de-addiction. So in subsequent videos, we are going to check all these pillars of immunity and how to strengthen them, to strengthen our defense mechanism. Thank you all.